Hi traders, it's the 21st of July 2016. My name's Crispin. I'm the founder of FX Algo Trader. Started the FX Algo Trader business in 2009 and I started trading FX in around about 2005. The purpose of this video and the subsequent videos is to try and help new or novice FX traders get to grips with some of the issues which you will face when you first start trading. So when I first got into this business, I was very excited by the volatility that you see within the Forex market. I traded stocks previously from about 2000, and when I saw the amount of volatility in the FX market, I was very excited by that. But in fairness, I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. So I first of all started off by trying to trade very short-term charts, short time frames like M5 or even M1 periods. And I used a very simple moving average system, which I'd read about in a book, a trading book. So I put a 5-period moving average, whether it's simple or exponential, doesn't really make any difference. And I also used a longer term moving average, so something like a 20-period moving average. So let's put in a 20. And this was effectively a very simple moving average crossover system, which I'd read about in a book. So where the short-term moving average crosses over the long-term moving average. So you see in this case here, where the 5 crosses down over the longer term moving average, that is in theory a sell signal, and then you try and take these trades accordingly. And I paper traded this for a while and did pretty well, but I really didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I didn't understand anything about support and resistance. I didn't understand what moved the market, and sooner or later you get caught when something happens and you're on the wrong side of the trade, and you'll be in situations when the chart just suddenly starts going to white space and you'll see a huge candle spiking. If you're on these lower time frames, that's particularly acute. And the reason I found that was because I didn't understand about economic news releases. So I would say the first thing you should do before you even think about trading anything is go to an economic news calendar. And this is one on fxstreet.com, and if you click on the economic calendar, it'll take you through to this page, and you can see all the currencies here which have got news related to them coming out today. And so that chart I was looking at was cable, which is sterling US dollar, and there have been some news releases today. You can see here from 8:30 we had various different bits of news, and there's also a volatility indicator here, which is like a kind of histogram bar on its side, and you want to be very careful where the histogram or the volatility is got a high indication. That's this long red bar here. So later on today, in 52 minutes time, we've got a ECB interest rate decision which will affect euro crosses. So any currency which has got a euro component in it, any currency pair I should say with a euro component, will be affected by this rate decision data here. So if you know that that's going to happen, and let's go to the euro dollar chart, and I'm going to keep it on M5 just for the purposes of this sort of tutorial. Mark out on your chart at 11:45. Whenever 11:45 is, just put a vertical line in. So there, that's 11:45. And to be honest, with such a big potential market moving decision coming up, you'd be foolish to actually be in the market prior to this, because no one's going to want to take a position before they know the result of that news release, and then the market will start to take on a direction after that. So you must be aware firstly of when economic news data is going to come out and what sort of volatility is anticipated around that reading. And my advice would be to stay clear of pairs where there is an impending high volatility news release coming up. So that is the first thing that I learnt, and once you start to understand when to be in the market and when not to be in the market, you stand a much higher chance of making some money. That moving average crossover system I was telling you about, forget about that. That is just not sophisticated enough to work in FX with any consistency at all. There are more sophisticated ways of using moving averages, which I will discuss in subsequent videos. So this is step one. Know when the economic news releases are coming out and plan your trades around them accordingly. Thanks for watching.